and the Philadelphia Eagles. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And away we go at the link. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Trimmer.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. From the pistol, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll throw 3rd and long. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative. And the best way to do that is to start fast. And, well, once again, they're not.
Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. First and 10 from the 32. This is the first carry for the rookie from Northern Illinois. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. It's dumped off. It's Neal. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Saints 1st down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Caught out left. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. Here's Neal. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Blown back, gets the handoff. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down from the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Reed now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Hurts now from the gun. Well, right side, caught by Smith. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On third down, it's Hurts. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Hurts yet again. This is caught near the pylon. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside.
And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a one-point game. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Plowing up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
This run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. They'll have him gain up about a handful there. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground you need to keep plays and drives alive.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
On the move, past the 40. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Saints 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31. They run with Neal. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. They'll work against the blitz. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Reed now to kick this one away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 22 out of that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. Rolling into enemy territory. And he takes it down to the 33. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Here's another carry for Barkley. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds him over the middle. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Looking in the air here. Completed over the middle. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now give left side. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They go play action on 1st down. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. They'll run here from the gun. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. That one connects. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Neal is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 2nd quarter lead. Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Shipley now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Toss play to Barkley. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. That one's caught by Mooney. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's good for an Eagles 1st down. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. And again, here's Hurts. Sends this to the end zone. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot, and it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. This is caught by Trey Palmer. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. 2nd and 3 now. Setting up to throw. Complete out to the right side. Big man's showing up the yards. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get some late points and the lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Now run by Neal. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. To throw here on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing from the gun. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythms, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. They're going play action. That's completed right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Saints first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. On first down, they'll run. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Throwing on second. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds. A flag is out as well, but the offense looking pretty confident that it's on the defense here. They'll run here following the penalty. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. They'll go play action. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Hurts to throw. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's got a bunch here out past the 25 before somebody gets to him. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's going deep this time. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. So first down from the 41. Pass play now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
The give here on 2nd. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Third down from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has it downfield, working the left. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Into traffic, complete.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
Trying to get it with the option. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit.
They got to make their move now. They are going for this. On 4th down. Keeps himself upright. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a divided 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Finds a man right side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They go to Barkley again. And he stopped just before the line to gain. This is at the 27.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Barkley off the pistol give. Makes the tackle. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Hurts on first down. Completed over the middle. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hurts setting up to throw. This one's caught.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
On second down, here's Barkley. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
They're going to run with Barkley. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Here's Hurts. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Hurts now on third and goal. And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
There's just certain times you get a feel, right, Kate? You do this long enough, kind of get a sense and just know these two teams are going to be fighting and clawing for that lead. And that sack, well, for me now, you can't afford to go for it. We'll put some points on the board and salvage what was a promising drive.
Into a crowd and intercepted. Danny Stutzman comes up with it. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back now, pressure coming. And this is lofted deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 48 yards. The Saints first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught by his back, Neal. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They're throwing it. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he's stuck cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Saints first down. They're going to try and throw it here. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Reed now to kick this one away. Shipley now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. He finds Brown right side. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Here's a design run. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Here's Neal. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
At the 6-yard line.
Design quarterback run here. So this will win on the road for the Saints. And as we play in October, they have kept their